back to another episode of my Georgia Bulldogs Dynasty here on College Football 25. You might notice something weird here as we are getting ready to play Georgia Tech instead of who I was supposed to be playing, which is, let's see, was Kentucky. Recorded the game, or tried to record the game. Recording didn't take, got corrupted, so on and so forth. And I had already saved the two files that I have for the Dynasty before realizing it. So I have no way to go back and get it. Unfortunately, apologies for that. Definitely trying to. First time I've had it happen. Now trying to work through that again to try to make sure this doesn't happen again. But we ended up beating Kentucky 21-16. Got off to a 21-6 start at halftime. They played us tough. Both teams had a lot of long drives. We stalled out at the 1 yard line, got stopped on a 4th and goal in the fourth quarter. That kind of helped keep the game closer. For the most part, I feel like we played really, really well. The passing game was inconsistent. Leonard got hit a lot. Got away with probably a throw or two that should have been intercepted, but still a 280-yard, 3-touchdown day with no picks. Tobias had a huge last drive, had like 50 of his 112 yards roughly there at the end. Leonard did do a nice job with the scrambling. Dexter Dallas and Cantrell had the 3 touchdowns. Again, all in the first half. Dallas looked really good. Cantrell looked really solid. And yeah, did have, let's see, a pretty bad drop on Tuggle. That would have maybe been a touchdown. That Tobias had one that was just on the screen where he just got hit pretty quick. Offensive line played well. Defensively, nice game from Crawford. Chris Jones had a really solid day, a 10-1 with an interception there. Really, really solid. KJ Bolden he was the guy that was going to be on the thumbnail, an 8-tackle, 2-tackle for loss performance, where he also had a forced fumble and a fumble recovery, each on the same play. So he had a really good day. Justin Williams was a menace, 4 tackles for loss, 2 sacks. Then we got a sack apiece from Hall, McLeod, and Green. So, yeah, we did a lot of good things, I feel like, on both sides of the ball. They have a quarterback here in Clemens. Thought he looked really, really good. I mean, a lot of underneath stuff, obviously, with the yards per attempt, but he was really accurate. Did throw the interception. Didn't hand the ball to Wilcox as much as I thought they were going to. Clemens also did scramble a couple of times, but obviously taking the big sacks. His stats don't show that. But I thought Wilcox looked really good. They threw it a lot to the tight end. Jason Patterson kind of played slot receiver for them as a halfback. Brown Stevens had a touchdown from 19 yards out. And you see Wilcox was pretty good there on the ground. Unfortunately, again, sorry, do not have the video for that. But we're going to jump into this Georgia Tech game. It's on the road in Atlanta. A noon kickoff. Let's take a look at Georgia Tech and see what they've had going this year. Lost in week 1 to Arkansas State, beat TCU, beat Virginia, sorry. Then lost to Notre Dame, really tight game against a top 25 Notre Dame team. Got a bunch of wins here in a row against, decent competition. And then really struggling here on the back half. I mean, getting blasted by Florida State. That's a team that's fighting for a bowl game. Cal beat them by 10, and then Miami beat them by 11. It's a good Miami team, though. See by their overall, they're pretty solid. Nothing crazy, at least from an overall perspective. Let's go take a look at the roster and see what the Yellow Jackets have got here. Aaron Philo is their quarterback. Overall, pretty solid guy. Not overly athletic, not great arm strength. Accuracies are just solid. Just pretty well-rounded, but more in like a mid-range. His first year as a starter, he's thrown 19 interceptions. So really, really struggle with that. And he is on a horrid stretch here of turning the football over. It kind of looks like he's being controlled by me. But doing a really, really bad job of taking care of the football. Maybe we can force that a little bit. Running back room doesn't seem to be anything outstanding. I would be more worried about Kerry with his speed and changing direction more so than Dickens. Wide receiver, got some speed, which is nice. BB Donald is 5'7", though. Probably be more of an underneath guy, but certainly has a speed and explosiveness to beat you over the top. But it's a pretty good wide receiver room here all in all. Tight ends are pretty solid athletes, really good left tackle, pretty good offensive line, really good offensive line all the way across. Defensive line, pretty good. Linebackers, pretty good and pretty athletic. Cornerback room, so they're without Zachary Toby here. He's got a torn bicep, so he will not be playing in this one. Not a lot of speed as far as their outside guys. Daquan White here is pretty fast. Yeah, not a great cornerback room. We should have the speed to exploit that. Suman Tong, I think we tried to recruit him, and he just decided not to come here. 4-star guy. I'm pretty sure I tried to get him, and he did not come, but a really, really good athlete. Main starters are not great. We could potentially be able to go over the top and take advantage of that. I think we'll be okay on offense. I do think they're going to give us some problems, though, defensively. One last thing I did talk about. This hasn't been officially decided, but just before we jump into this, I'll have a March update here in, I don't know, roughly a week and a half, probably from the time that I'm recording this and the time y'all are seeing this. I'm recording it the same day I'm putting it up. Still deciding whether or not this is going to be the last year of the Georgia Dynasty. If it's not the last year of the Georgia Dynasty, then year 5 will be. MLB The Show is coming out. I want to make that the biggest focus of the channel. I've run these 2 college football 25 dynasties now since the game came out. And I've had a blast with them. But probably going to lean more into the NBA 2K, MLB The Show. Probably keep Tulane is definitely going a 5th season and probably a 6th. But trying to decide what I really want to do with this Georgia Dynasty. If you have an opinion, if you really want me to keep it going, let me know. But right now, at this point, I think this is going to be it, and then I can turn that focus over to MLB The Show. And I've already picked my franchise team for that, the NBA franchise that we got going on, and then, of course, continuing the Tulane one, at least for another year there. But yeah, we'll jump into the game here. Let me select our playbook, and let's get things rolling here. A trip to Atlanta to take on the Yellow Jackets. Looking to play spoiler. Georgia, the #1 team in the country, the most talented team in the country. We've done a really nice job letting that freshman class that we had when we started the Dynasty, watching them develop, and then using, the guys that we brought in. A lot of our offensive, pretty much all of our offensive skill guys, are Riddell at tight end, and Tuggle at wide receivers and wide receiver 2. Pretty much all the other skill guys we actually brought in ourselves. So that's at least been cool to see. The defense is still mostly guys that were on the real roster. I think that would be the thing that I'd be most interested in if we do a year 4. Kind of seeing how that ends up growing. But again, we'll talk about it during the March update. I'll kind of decide at that point and see where we're at. I'm hoping to be done with this season one way or the other here in a couple of weeks, so we'll go from there. But Andre Evans here to take the opening kickoff. He's actually going to take it out and probably should not have, as he gets tackled down at the 17. But we see Keldon Leonard and this offense come out. We're on 9 straight games in the series, beat them last year 38-14. Keldon Leonard and company take care of the football. Get off to a really, really nice start here. They do come out with this 4-wide set that they love so much here out of the pistol. Leonard takes the snap. Going to dump that underneath to DiNapoli. Going to take it up, and he is going to fumble on the first play. Thankfully, though, he does recover it. Would have been a really, really bad start there. But the play does work out in Georgia's favor. Leonard, little audible, hands it off to Tobias. Able to take that forward for a gain of a couple, sets up 3rd and 1. Georgia team is likely to be aggressive. 4 guys all to the right side. Leonard takes the snap and hand it off to Tobias, who gets the first down. Georgia would certainly rather come out early in games and play a more controlled offense. Sometimes they do that. Sometimes they're successful at that. Sometimes they are not. Leonard, they bring Tuggle over. There's a screen to him. This could be set up for a really big play here for Tuggle. Gets the first down plus more. End of maybe 17 or so there. A nice job on that play. 1st and 10 now. Stick with that same formation. Leonard takes the snap. Going to hand it off to Tobias. Able to get through the first tackle. Ends up losing a yard. Leonard takes the snap. Gonna dump this underneath to Dallas. It's a gain of 8, sets up a 3rd and 1. Georgia decided to go here. 3 wide receivers. They put Riddell in line here. They send Dallas in motion, and it's going to be a jet pass to Dallas. Gets just enough room there to get the 1st down. Georgia Tech playing a little aggressively coming up. See how Georgia wants to counteract that. Leonard takes the snap. Leonard's going to scramble out. It's got room to go. Ducks out of bounds. Did a nice job of doing that against Kentucky last week. Hopefully, do that again here today. 1st and 10. 3 wide receivers. Leonard trying to scramble out and cannot get the football away. Ends up being an 11-yard loss there. Joshua Kennedy able to bring down the quarterback. Leonard trying to talk to Cantrell out there. Leonard's going to take the snap. He's going to float this to Riddell, who catches it and gets the 1st down, gets inside the 15. Leonard directing traffic, doing a really, really nice job here early on. 1st and 10 now. Georgia knocking on the door, starting this game off with a score. Gonna work it. Dallas able to work his way across, gets a gain of 7 and ducks out of bounds. Georgia's offense looking really, really solid here early on. Now go to a 5 wide. Leonard takes the snap. Going to get this over to Dexter Dallas. And Dallas has really turned into the #1 option in this passing game. Gets on the board here again. Had a 2-touchdown game there against Kentucky. Puts another one on the board here. His 12th receiving touchdown of the season. Jadowski's kick is up, and it is good. And that is a 7-0 lead now for Georgia. A 12-play drive to get things started. Love to see it. Jadowski here now going to kick it away again. Let's see where this Tech offense with Philo at quarterback will end up taking over here. Take a look. Got a really good, again, Patrick Cruz, outstanding left tackle for them. One of the best players in the entire country. One of the best offensive linemen that we got. They're going to come out with 3 wide. It's going to be a play action here to start things off. Going to dump it off to the running back, though, and he's able to move around Jones. Takes that for a 1st down. We're kind of running rampant there, getting out of position with the play action. Just kind of turn their back. Got to play focus, play with discipline. Hurry up here for Tech. Takes the snap. Or dump it off underneath. Nice hit there from Jones, able to jar that ball loose. 2nd and 10. Georgia used up a lot of that this 1st quarter on that opening drive. Be a carry. Gonna bring him down eventually, but it's a gain of 7 on the run. See how Georgia tries to play this here. That's going to be just a read option. Nice play out there by KJ Bolden, 1-on-1 with the running back, able to bring him down. Justin Williams kind of read it, hit the quarterback, made him send the toss out or send the pitch out. Able to bring it back, though. Really, really nice job there overall. Adenton now back to try to receive this kick. Got some blocking. Adenton brought down. At Georgia's 32, and that's where they will take over on this possession. Leonard takes the snap. Going to dump this underneath to Riddell. Just essentially a run game extension. It's a little bit of a gain there, though. Like Georgia's going to stick into that bunch. Leonard takes the snap. Going to dump that underneath to Cantrell. 1st catch of the day. It's a pretty decent 1st down. First and 10, Leonard takes the snap. On this off is Dallas again underneath. Already his 5th catch. Again, already got on the board. Leonard 10 for his first 10. Been a lot of underneath stuff. Making the plays happen though. First carry of the day here for Glenn Easy. He's going to bounce it to the outside. Gets the first down. Easy now, sitting in motion. Gonna pass it out there to him. Does not get the block he needs though from Dexter Dallas. Ends up being a loss of 2. Second and 12. Leonard takes the snap. We're trying to get that over to Tuggle. Can't catch it though. Wanted to make that toss over the middle, but didn't quite have the room he wanted there. Third and 12. Leonard takes the snap. He's just going to lob it up to Dallas, see if he can make a play, and Dallas does not. The hit from the safety, able to jar the ball loose, but really nice throw there from Leonard. I thought that he had gotten that. I thought that pass was caught. The defensive back really did not make a great play on it, but he was able to hit Dexter Dallas, so I guess that counts as making a good play. First and 10 though, and Tex takes over at their own 11 if the defense is able to force the punt. It's going to be a run play, tackled down by Justin Williams right at the line of scrimmage, if not losing a little bit of ground there. Got a trio over there to the right. They try to set up a screen. Bad play there from Jones. Kind of left that zone, ended up being wide open. So the screen works simply because nobody was there, more so than it actually being a properly run screen play. But nevertheless, we're trying to confuse them. It's going to be a play action. He's got nowhere to throw. He's going to try to send a heave of prayer, and KJ Bolden, who got the strip fumble and the fumble recovery last week, able to get an interception as Philo tries to get super aggressive there on that play. It's hard to do that. Georgia has struggled giving away the shots, but they better be smart shots. You can't just heave it up like that. Adenton goes in motion. Leonard takes the snap. Dump this off quickly to Cantrell. Ended up being just underneath the gain of 5. Leonard takes it. It's going to hand it off to Tobias. Gets pretty good blocking there. Got to end up just enough. He does not get the first down. Sets up a 3rd and 1 as we start. Second quarter is at the end of 1. Georgia is up 7-0. So far, Georgia Tech is not looking great on offense. Georgia looking pretty good on the first drive. Stalled out there on that second drive. See what they can maybe come up with here, though, on this 3rd and short. They're just going to hand this off to Tobias. Gets the first down. Probably his best run of the day there. Three wide receivers. Leonard takes the snap. Going to throw this over to Tuggle, who makes the catch through contact. Leonard's been really, really good so far. 13 of 15. Three wide receivers here again. Leonard takes the snap. Gonna hand it off to Tobias. Gets a great block there from 54. It's a gain of 6 out of that. Second and 4. Leonard takes the snap. Gonna dump this quickly to Riddell. Gets the first down. Passing game has been uber efficient here. Leonard takes the snap. I'm going to try to dump this screen. Does not get set up very well, though. Ends up being a loss of 2. So try to get a couple of screens off of these running backs. Has not worked out for Georgia thus far. Leonard takes the snap. We get this to Riddell. Doesn't get much. They gain a 5. Trying to give themselves a shot here on 3rd down. Is a 3rd and 7. Winner takes the snap. Oh, and he had Riddell there over the middle, but gets hit as he tries to throw it. We're going to send out Jadowski to see if they can knock down this field goal. Jadowski's kick is up, and it is good as he sneaks it in the right side. 10-0 lead here for Georgia now. So far, pretty decent on offense. They've been really, really efficient through the air. Hasn't been a lot of big plays, though. So maybe something just to keep in mind. Leonard doing a nice job of taking what is given to him thus far. And they've been able to run the football. 4 wide receivers really spreading out Georgia's defense here. Philo takes it, hand it off. Man, nice physical run there. Ends up getting the gain of 6. Got met in the hole by Jones. Made a little something happen, though. Going to be a play action this time. We got to throw over the middle. It's a big completion there for that. Nice job. Philo stood and delivered. Trying to disguise what they're doing consistently here on defense. It's going to be a read option. It ends up being essentially, they call it a sack for Justin Williams. An RPO play. He just stormed back there, an offensive lineman. Justin Williams is the only person there. Georgia Tech was able to pounce on it with the offensive lineman, thankfully. It's going to be a run this time. Jones cannot get out there. Ooh, big time hit there from Peel. Sets up now a 3rd and 7. We're trying to switch things up here. We'll try to set up a screen, but they get there. Jordan Hall. Again, the sack numbers have not been crazy, but he has lived in people's backfields all year. And that is no good, but they're going to call Andre Evans here for a roughing the kicker. So Georgia Tech is going to get a new lease on life here on this drive. 2 tight ends in a high formation look here. It's going to be a counter run, and they should not have run it. Chris Cole and Adonijah Green really blow that up essentially just as a 2-man defense there. Crash that in the backfield, 2nd and 15. Georgia Tech needs to get back a pretty significant chunk of this yardage here. It's going to be a play action. He's going to try to scramble around. He's able to throw it away somehow. He's able to get that one away. Third and 15. Oh, they're going to try to run the screen again, but he gets hit again. Jordan Hall all over him. Georgia Tech's going to try to kick another field goal here. Make sure Georgia does not rough the kicker this time. Kick is up, and the kick is no good still, so the penalty does not affect Georgia at all. Georgia Tech's going to be in trouble if Georgia can find the end zone here. Addington goes in motion. Leonard takes the snap. Addington all by himself. The safety does not get over the top, and number 15 finds the end zone. The redshirt freshman, the most explosive player on this team, one of the most explosive players in this conference, makes a big splash play there coming off of the missed field goal, and Georgia scores immediately 16-0. Jadowski's kick makes it 17-0. A one-play, 70-yard drive. Man. Addington gives, he's essentially the only guy Georgia has that really and truly gives you that true game-breaking ability just on a one-play situation. Cantrell can, and Dexter Dallas has certainly shown that, like, if you play him wrong on a slot fade, he can get behind you. But Addington is a difference maker for this passing attack. Play action here. That is wide. There's a flag on the play, though. Looks like it's going to be holding there on that left tackle, Screws. Best player on this entire roster. Georgia's going to accept it to back them up. Does give Georgia Tech another down here, though, but it's 1st and 15. Take it. It's going to be a handoff. Does a nice job turning him back inside. McLeod brings him down to gain of 2. So 2nd and 13 now. Georgia consistently changing up their defense. It's every time that Georgia Tech changes something up, it's going to be a 3rd and 9. Tech really needs a 1st down here. It'll be a throw. He's going to try to scramble, and that is almost a safety as Jordan Hall pushes him into the end zone, but he hit him right before he went back there. Philo just being swarmed. Tech is just not getting clean looks. Doesn't look like Georgia is going after the block here. It's a free kick, essentially. Aidington does not really get much blocking there. Doesn't get a big return. 1st and 10, they take over at the 46. Georgia gets a good drive together here. Georgia Tech could be in trouble. Leonard takes the snap. Going to dump this over to Easy. Can't make a guy miss. Very, very short pass there. Does what they needed to gain a 4. Stick with this 4 wide receiver set. Napoli's in motion. It's going to be a handoff. Easy who gets the 1st down. First and 10 still. Leonard's going to take it. Going to try to get this over to Dallas, but threw it just a little wide. Let's see. And Georgia tries to make up for that. Georgia has very successfully taken this crowd out. Leonard takes the snap. Steps on that one, but throws it just a little wide of Cantrell. So a little off on these last 2 plays here. Cantrell ran a nice route there, was open. Leonard takes the snap. Gonna try to lob this one, but gets knocked down by the tight end. Tried to get that up to Riddell. Did not work out. Dawgs out to attempt another field goal here. It's a bomb of one. Dawgs' kick is up, and it is good through the uprights. Georgia doing a nice job of getting points on these drives, even if they're kind of stalling out to an extent. It's a 20-0 lead, though, for Georgia. So far, Tech does not look like they're going to have much success on offense. Kentucky kind of, I know y'all didn't get to see it, Kentucky kind of went through a spell of this in the first quarter, or excuse me, in the first half as well. So certainly Tech can get going, but things are not looking good, and Jordan Hall making it look worse there on that play. That's a carry there up the middle. We'll get a gain of 13. Let's see. Gonna be a nice play there. First and 10. The over almost picked off. Second and 10. 2 minutes left here before half. Can Tech get on the board here in the first before the first half is over? Read option blown up. Jordan Hall. Knocks him down. 2-minute warning. It's going to be a 3rd and 9 here now. Drop back to pass, going to dump it off underneath. Nice open field tackle there from Crawford, and he has consistently proved that over and over again. Georgia's going to call a timeout here. Going to have about a minute and a half left before halftime. See if they can make a play. Kicks it over to the left side. That's going to go out of bounds. Georgia will take over at their own 15. First and 10 now. Leonard takes the snap. Going to have Aiden again. He's going to catch it, and that is going to be another long touchdown. Tech is not explosive enough in the secondary to get the job done. You have got to run with him. They did not that time, and Georgia strikes here before halftime. Leonard already with as many touchdowns he had last week and more yards now technically. Addington with having just another massive game, a 70-yarder and an 85-yarder already in this one. Blossoming for sure. Becoming a major player here for Georgia consistently. Let's see here. First and 10. I'm going to dump this off over on the left side. Nice play there from Crawford. Georgia does here. They run that diamond formation. Gets hit again. They are just killing him. Third and 7. Surely Georgia Tech needs to just run it and try to, I don't know. They got to get a first down. Georgia may score again on them, and he is going to take a large sack. Georgia's going to take another timeout. They're going to get another possession here in this first half. Man, this is crazy. Addington doesn't get much there. Georgia try to find another big explosive play here before halftime. First and 10. Leonard takes the snap. Want to try to stand there and give Cantrell a chance. Knocked away. Good play by the cornerback there. Okay. Got plenty of time, 40 seconds left. One time out is the big thing, of course. Leonard takes the snap. Going to get this up to Riddell, gets the first down. Now they'll hurry up. Leonard almost at 300 yards here in this first half. Leonard takes the snap. Up, tries to get that wide, and that is going to be an interception, and that is going to be a pick six. Leonard able to, no, he does tackle him inside the 5. Leonard made the big mistake, done such a good job of avoiding those here the past couple of weeks. Makes a bad one there, and Ray Benshaw able to make it happen. Okay. First and goal from the 3. Oh, knocks it down. Williams, I thought he might have picked that one off. And it ends up falling incomplete. Let's see. Drop back to pass there again. Falls incomplete again. Third and goal. Williams trying to read this quarterback, trying to make a play. Oh, in the right spot. They throw it again, and this time it is completed. Essentially the same play 3 straight times. Able to hit that one and make it happen. Okay. Let's see. Really, really nice job there for Georgia Tech, because this game was starting to get ugly there for sure. But they're able to get the near pick six. Really, really helped kind of turn this game around there. Now they get a chance to start the ball in the second half with it. Certainly assuming that Georgia does not find a way to score here. Andre Evans doesn't get a whole lot there. I think after that interception, they might just let this one happen. Might just hand this off to Tobias and get to the locker room. Still up 3 scores. It is going to be a handoff to Tobias. Sneaking around, and Tobias going to get across the 50, knocked out of bounds at the 46. What a carry there for Tavares Tobias, just he's just giving Georgia a chance here. Just really reading his blockers, doing a nice job there, following behind Kelton Smith, shows off the continued explosiveness. Can you find a way to get a little bit here? Benner takes the snap. We'll try to throw that. Somewhere essentially into the ground there for Riddell, and just hope that he can make something happen. 2nd and 10. Benner's going to take the snap. He's going to see if Adenton can make something happen again, and is knocked away. So Georgia does not add on here at the end of the first half. They are up 20 points. Tech gets a chance to start off with the ball, though. That's something you can make something out of there. Let's see. Georgia again up 20. Trudowski boots it away. And Georgia Tech is a pretty decent return there, considering where he took it out of. But he's going to start off here at the 16. Underway here. Crawford don't drop that underneath. Philo gets knocked away with 2 linebackers all over him there on that play. Second and 10. Trying to scramble out again. He just throws it away. Philo eventually is going to have to be aggressive. 6 for 17. I mean, Georgia has been all over this passing attack today. Throw that, almost picked off by KJ Bolden. Man, 6 for 18. Philo's only completing 33% of his passes. Georgia has had this passing game in a box this entire game. Adenton takes it up. It's a little bit there. He's going to take over at the 50. Got that really nice run at the end of the first half. Would not surprise me if Georgia goes a little bit more balanced here. Did a lot of throwing in that first half. Just carried it easy to get us underway in the second half. It's a gain of 8. 2nd and 2. 2 tight ends here. It is going to be a run to Tobias. Breaks with 1 tackle. Blockers did not get out there. Slashy did not let them get set up. Jordan Boyd able to bring him down to the backfield. They stick with that same formation. Just a straight ahead Tobias, and runs over 2 guys at the same time. He gets the first down. It may have hurt Teron Folk there. Golly. They're good. That's crazy. Okay. Tobias up to 64 yards now. Hasn't been that many problems. Leonard, that interception definitely hurt. Leonard takes the snap here. We get this inside of Cantrell, but it knocked away. Leonard is cold. He'll hand it off to Tobias. Doesn't get much there. Actually didn't get anything at the line of scrimmage. So it's a 3rd and 10. Georgia would really like to get this first down here. Leonard's going to take the snap. He's going to try to scramble out. He's going to end up, Cantrell was finally breaking free. Instead, he takes the big sack. Joshua Kennedy gets to him there again. They send Lozano out to try to put a nice punt together here. And he gets a pretty decent one. Can they get back there to it? And Andre Evans knocks it down. Georgia Tech gets to start off this drive all the way back at their 8-yard line. So nice job there overall. Let's see. 1st and 10. It'll be a run play. Ooh, big time hit there from Chris Jones. Pass over. Okay. Let's see. 1st and 10. Georgia done a really nice job of confusing him consistently. This is going to be another run. Georgia does a pretty decent job there. That's 7. Let's see. We'll switch in the formation here. It's going to be a run again, but Jordan Hall and Xavier McLeod just eating it up every chance that they can. Okay. 3rd and 6. He's going to try to scramble. He's got nowhere to go, and they stop him short. Georgia Tech is going to have to punt here again, unfortunately. Punt is away. Adenton back here on the return. Doing a lot. It's up to the 34. That's what Georgia's going to take over here again.
On the set. In blue.
It's a handoff. Gain of 1. Handoff to Tobias. That's a nice big gain there. Just the 1st down. Leonard's going to take the snap. Nowhere really to go. Just going to throw it away. Thought about trying to scramble there, but didn't really work out. Second and 10, Georgia trying to make sure they're keeping momentum. It can be tough. Leonard takes the snap. I'm going to try to quickly get this out to Tobias. Really, really nice play there, though. All underneath. All of a sudden, this Georgia offense just has no rhythm to it. They just really do not. Leonard takes the snap. Trying to float this to Dallas, and what a throw and what a catch from Keldon Leonard to his favorite slot receiver. Just a dime there. You're able to bring it in. Really, really nice play there. Needed it on a 3rd down. Leonard takes the snap. Set up the screen, gets it to Tobias. Can he get the block? There's Tobias exploding again. Just had a couple of plays where he has really, really allowed his guys to set up. Dallas comes in motion. They're keeping the Athens product involved. It gets around the edge, a gain of 7 there. 7th catch. Dallas comes into motion again. This time it's going to be a handoff to Tobias. Runs over the first guy. Gets a gain of 1 there. Leonard hands it off to Tobias, who's going to take it around the edge and score. They get in there. Get it, John. Excellent job there, Georgia. Getting their first score here this second half, really separating here from Georgia Tech again. Up 27 points. What can Tech do on offense? So far, they haven't shown anything. What can they make happen here?
Ready, fight. Set, hut.
Let's see. 1st and 10. Yeah, handoff. It's a gain of 4 out of that. No Dickens. It looked okay. Run game has been pretty solid.
Come on, set. Set, go.
2nd and 6. Wrapped up. Really, really nice play there. Dre Hooks going to set up a 3rd and 3.
On the ready. 42 spot, ready, ready.
Going to be a run over to the right side. Dickens is going to be able to get the first down. Okay, so Georgia Tech really doing a decent job here on this drive so far. 1st and 10. We'll see if Georgia defense can stay locked in here. Georgia Tech's offense has really done nothing. Play action. Might be a hold there again. And it looks like it is going to be that left tackle screws again being called for a hold. Georgia's going to accept that. Georgia Tech backed up yet again. So 1st and 15, 3 wide receivers. Going to be a handoff this time. Decent run. Crawford comes up there. Tackles him down as a gain of 5. 3 pretty wide. Trying to take up the entire field here. It's going to be a play action. Philo trying to scramble around, ends up just throwing it away before he gets hit. We'll set up a 3rd and 10. He's been a pretty active scrambler. Hasn't like gotten out of the pocket a whole lot. These maneuvers. Philo just throws it away again. This Georgia Tech passing game is horrendous right now. I don't think the play calling is doing them much favors. A lot of just wide hitches that are just stopping short, not really doing a whole lot on 3rd and long. 8 and 10. Going to have some room to return the punt here. It's up a little bit. Georgia Tech's over at the 40. Not surprise me if Georgia goes extremely run heavy here now the rest of the way. Really the only thing that Georgia Tech can do as an equalizer is to get turnovers. Less likely to get turnovers running the football. 85 yards here for Mr. Tobias. 15 carries. So run for Tobias again. Gets a decent block, but Tobias able to just add so many yards here as he is over the century mark again. What a finish there to the 3rd quarter for Tobias. Just running over people. Georgia Tech, of course, very, very slim chance of getting this victory here. Maybe they can get a turnover somehow. Pretty much it, though. Georgia really has dominated this game. The defense has been spectacular. The offense has, for the most part, been really good. I wouldn't say it's been great. Look at Tobias, man. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's been great, but it's been awful solid. Definitely the turnover interception obviously sucks, but it's all part of it. Leonard's going to take the snap here. I'm going to try to throw that. I did not see that guy. I did not see 42. I don't know how I didn't see him, but I did not. I guess he just kind of blended in a little bit in my eyes with the referee. Third and 2. Can Georgia get the first down to continue the drive here? Leonard takes the snap. He's going to get this over to Nitro Tuggle, and number 2 is going to take it in a walk-in touchdown. They sent a ton of pressure there, completely expecting the run. Sent everybody pretty much. Tuggle easily, I mean, no press or anything, just runs a slant across the field. Leonard just easily throws it out into a space, lets Tuggle go run to it and catch it, and he takes it into the end zone for a score. 40-7. And Jadowski is going to make it 41-7 here. Really, really nice job for the Dawgs. Jadowski boots it away. We'll keep this deep into the end zone. At this point, it is simply just a matter of getting the game over with, really and truly. Georgia Tech has less than 70 yards passing. You add in all the sacks, and their rushing isn't much better than that. I'm assuming it's actually worse. A shot down the field, and he overthrows him. That's the speedster wide receiver, if I'm not mistaken. Can definitely run. Definitely the kind of guy that if Philo can hit him, it can be a touchdown for sure. He has got some real speed out there. Ooh, really nice throw there. Just behind Jones. That one could have easily been intercepted. Really, really nice pass there from Philo. Good in spot. Let his guy make a play. It's a Crawford almost put the dagger away there. They're spreading it out here. That one thrown right to Jones. Back-to-back plays that should have been picked off. Jones should have definitely had an interception there on that play. 3rd and 10, 10.5 minutes left here in this fourth quarter. I definitely expect Georgia to go very clocky here from the rest of this game. He's going to throw it. Just going to throw the ball away. 8 for 26 for 85 yards passing. He has had a dreadful day. This Georgia defense has been exceptional, and that is the 3rd pass in that 4-down stretch there that should have been picked off as Jones lets another one go through his hands. Now Georgia can focus, though, on just running out this clock as quickly as possible. Hand off to Tobias. It's a gain of 3. You know what? I think it's time to just put in the backups, at least on offense. Yeah, we'll just put on the backups everywhere. I want to make sure that it is McGinnis getting these carries here. Not easy. Okay. Okay, that'll work. We now have Kevin Vernon out there at quarterback. Reed McGinnis, superstar running back. That's actually Jamal Cook taking the carry there. Reed McGinnis, a superstar running back prospect, has just not really been able to see the field much here. Has looked pretty good. Crook has looked pretty good as well here on his short amount of work. 3 wide receiver set. It'll be a handoff to McGinnis here. McGinnis is definitely in the same mold of a Tobias. I think he is honestly probably the best athlete in the room. A little bit taller than Tobias, a little bit heavier, got a little bit more top end speed. I think just another big body attacker. Let's see what Georgia goes with here. It's going to be a 3rd and 5. Vernon. It's going to take it up the middle. To gain a 2 there. Georgia's going to have to attempt a field goal here with Jadowski. Kick is up. Kick is good. I actually think that play right here actually just burned the red shirt of William Bigsby, if I'm not mistaken. I have to watch that. It's a guy that's very likely to transfer out anyway. Playing time guy that's not going to play, but I do think I may have, unfortunately, just messed him up by because it seemed like early in the year he was operating as our quarterback 2, taking snaps for field goals, and I just never remember to fix it. Empty set here. So we're seeing the backups for Georgia here all around. See if they can make something happen. They're still getting after the quarterback. Batavius Johnson, outstanding athlete, has just not been able to get on the field with this loaded Georgia defense. I was stepping there trying to pass it again, and he's thrown a bunch of passes that should have been picked off. Threw another one there, and Shaughnessy Another mega talented middle linebacker for Georgia. Picks him off, almost takes that for a pick six. Just horrendous decisions. Shaughnessy, redshirt sophomore. Just another super talented guy that they have. Almost gets a pick six there.
Ready, set.
Georgia just completely dominating this game. It's going to be a carry to Crook. Takes that down to the 2.
On the ready.
Trying to let this clock run. Vernon takes it, hands it off there to McGinnis, gets wrapped up in the backfield. 3rd and goal now.
On the set. Ready.
McGinnis, they toss it out there to him. He's going to try to just cut it up. It's a gain of 3, but it's not getting to the end zone. It is a 4th and goal, and Georgia is just going to send Jadowski out there again. Kick is up, and the kick is good. Jadowski's been perfect today from his field goal attempts. 5 for 5 from PAT, 4 for 4 from field goals, including a 51-yarder. Georgia extends their lead now with 40 points here above the Yellow Jackets. Big time hit. Golly, this Georgia team looks scary today. They look outstanding. McNabb, of course, had the big interception against Florida State earlier in the year. Shaughnessy, nice play there. McNabb had the big pick six, really turned around that game. I mean, Georgia could have very easily been at 2 losses this season. Don't really see that with how great they have played today, but could have easily been 2-loss season fighting for their lives. Really before October even got going in Georgia, as they get bad play there from the safety Naylor. Ends up getting, Georgia Tech gets their first real true offensive touchdown there. Big time play. What a throw. Man, that's crazy. Okay. (47-13), certainly looking like it's going to be 47-14. The kick is up and the kick is good. Georgia Tech even kick an onside kick here. Nope, I'm just going to kick it off. Accepting defeat, probably for the best. Addington, you want to catch this one right here at the 5. Take off. Out at the 23, see if Georgia can just run this clock out without Tech getting the ball back again. Would be nice.
Come on, set.
Hand off to McGinnis. Nice run there. And a 3. Snaps it with 2 seconds left on the clock. Another handoff to McGinnis. Gain of 4 there. Really, really good performance all around for Georgia. I mean, very pleased with how this game ended up going. Hate having the interception. You never like to have those. But we're able to throw the ball effectively and efficiently. Found, of course, a couple of really, really big plays to Addington. Good blocking all around. The running backs have looked good. They've made plays. The defense has been, I mean, really and truly, it's been exceptional. Really should have gotten a whole lot more turnovers. Had 9 deflections in this game. Could very, very easily have been well above that number. Vernon's going to take it. He's going to hand it off to McGinnis. Fights forward, gets a gain of 2 out of that. Take it to the 2-minute warning. Georgia just has to run out the clock. That's the only thing that really sucks here. Vernon takes it. It's going to hand it off to Crook. Crook has looked pretty good, I would say. Try to get this first down. Vernon takes the snap. They're going to set the screen up to Crook. Can he outrun the guy? He does. He gets the first down and turns up the field. Man, really easily get the first down there. Really strong finish. But they get the first down. Vernon's going to take the knee, and it is a Why is it not just running out?
On the ready.
47-14 win here for Georgia, taking down their rivals, the Yellow Jackets. I mean, just an awesome all-around performance. Don't really know what they could have done any differently to make you feel better about what you saw today. Yeah, I mean, just really, really strong overall performance. Could not be happier with how this one ended. Taking care of business. Looked really, really good today. Certainly going to hold on to that number one spot. Leonard's your player of the game, 377, almost a 66% completion percentage, 4 touchdowns. Did, of course, throw the interception, which sucks, but a really nice job there from Georgia overall. Again, you saw Leonard's stat, 25 of 38, 377, 4 touchdowns. Did throw the interception. Leonard or Vernon just with the one pass. Tobias gets over the century mark. McGinnis he looked okay. Didn't get a whole lot of blocking, obviously, in that situation. Crook looked good. Easy looked solid. Leonard had a nice scramble or two, but then took a sack that really hurt his numbers. Dallas really involved early, was not involved much in the second half. Riddell actually had a pretty good game quietly. Tuggle got into the end zone. Addington, 2 catches, 155, 2 tuds. Cantrell just 2 for 14. Just couldn't get anything going. Just wasn't open. Kind of is what it is kind of game, unfortunately. This offense is kind of feeding through Dallas in this passing game. Riddell has been a little bit more involved and then trying to get these running backs a couple of touches. Cantrell just kind of falling by the wayside here just a little bit. Offensive line was outstanding. No complaints at all. Defensively, Jordan Hall is the leading tackle guy with Bolden, Williams, and Green, each with 6 right behind him. Tackles for loss got 5 from Justin Williams. Really putting together a strong stretch of games here. I want to just make him the thumbnail guy. Jordan Hall looked really good. McLeod, KJ, Cole. Sacks. She had a sack and a half from Williams, a sack from Hall, and a half sack from McLeod and from Green. Interceptions. Shaughnessy and KJ Bolden should have had a lot more interceptions, but it is what it is. Had 3 from Chris Jones that easily could have been intercepted. Plus, we were perfect from field goals. Always good to see that. 4 for 4, including a 51-yarder. Kicked it really well. Timing was good. Follow is dreadful. 10 for 31, $172, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Without that super long touchdown there at the end, you were talking about one of the worst performances I've ever seen from a computer-controlled quarterback in a video game. He was awful. Diggins ran the ball well. Follow didn't get much around him and also fumbled. Hit Lane, obviously, for the big, long touchdown, 83 yards. Nothing else at all. I mean, John Robinson had a 26-yard catch, too, I guess, but there's just nothing for this offense. They were awful. A lot of guys here with a lot of tackles because we have the ball all the time. Felix is the way. 15 tackles is really strong. Jordan Boyd I was impressed with. He got pretty good speed there. Thought he made a couple of really nice plays. And they got an interception from Ray Benshaw. Almost took that one back from interception. Let's see if we can find something for Justin Williams that we can use. I don't think I've used Justin Williams. Excuse me just for a second while I take a look. I don't think I've used Justin Williams, or if I have, I haven't in a while here for a thumbnail. I try not to overuse the same people over and over again. Just hang tight. Have not used him yet this year, so we will find something there for him. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'd rather just use something like that. Georgia gets the job done on the road. Super impressive performance. Probably as clean a game as we played all year, to be honest with you. I thought that felt really good about that performance there overall. Very happy to see that. We will advance the week. Take a look at the scores. I don't think there's any games to get played this next week here either. Jose Michaels out of Louisiana, a 4-star middle linebacker. Still going after a couple of middle linebackers. Game just says we have needs there at that spot. And Justin Williams, of course, is your SEC Defensive Player of the Week. And we are taking on Florida again here in the SEC Championship game. So another rematch. We've had a couple of these now. This is now our 3rd SEC Championship game in these 4 years that has been a rematch. Florida, really talented team, though. Looking forward to playing them and DJ Lagway. Could be the last time we play CJ Lagway. I guess there's a chance we could play them in the playoffs. Because even with a loss, they should get in, I would imagine. I don't really see how they would fall from the number 4 overall team, the 6th seed there, all the way down. We'll take just a quick look, just kind of a little mini recap. We'll do this again. So we beat them 42-28 last time we played them. Really struggled in the second half with them, but had a really nice first half, able to pull away. But let's take a look at the scores there around the country for week 13. So we got Utah over TCU, Nebraska over Iowa, Virginia upsetting Virginia Tech, Washington over Michigan State, Ohio State throttling Michigan on the road. Wow, I'm sure that's a very good Ohio State team, as they are the reigning national champions, as they beat us this past year. South Alabama upsets Louisiana, Arkansas over UMass, Tennessee over Vanderbilt, Duke over Pitt. Had UAB rebounding over East Carolina, Temple over Tulsa, Oregon State upsetting Washington State in big fashion, Boise State in a defensive slugfest there over Air Force, Notre Dame over Stanford, Clemson over South Carolina, Auburn over Syracuse, Penn State over Maryland, Colorado over Iowa State, and Florida finishes off their regular season with their 10th win, beating Florida State by 17. Now let's go ahead and we'll advance the week. We'll take a look at the Army-Navy score, and then we will hop out of here. Get another commitment here from Leo Alexis, another 3-star linebacker. And Demarius Tiffin ends up committing to Miami. Kind of a shocker there, but alas. Let's take a look at that score, and then we will take a look at the stats, and we'll get out of here. So championship games, we had Army over Navy. Both teams don't look like they're going to make the Mega Bowl game, unfortunately, here. Leonard, 35 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. I think we've done a lot better job of taking care of the football this year. Of course, I've gotten away with some throws that the guys dropped for interceptions, but really have felt good about what we've done on that side. With that, Tobias, obviously, the yards are way down from last year, but he's been really good. Easy's been really solid. McGinnis has been okay. Cantrell still the leading receiving yardage guy, but Dallas is all over him. Dallas is now tied with Tuggle for the lead in receptions. Haddington, man, 31 yards a catch. Super explosive player. And got 2 guys in double digits there on touchdowns. Defensively, Crawford, Jones, Bolden, Cole, and Hooks are your top, and Justin Williams are your top 5 tackle guys, at least tied for it. If you want to see somebody in particular, you can pause it and take a look. Tackles for loss, still got these same 4 guys here in double digits. Jordan Hall, man, just having himself a year. And Green is still our leading sack guy at 9.5. Justin Williams trying to get there, though, at 8.5. There's everybody with the sacks. Interceptions, KJ is now at 2. And we had Shaughnessy get his first interception there. Everybody else is the same as what they were. And, yeah, that'll do it for this episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. Check out my Tulane Dynasty also on the channel, and the Atlanta Hawks franchise on the channel. We are in the playoffs there in that series. And, yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. Until next time, peace.